Hey everybody, welcome back to another review. Really, they're geek outs. I'm not reviewing, I'm not being super critical. I'm just going nuts about the movie I just watched and geeking out about all the things that were so cool about it. And I just watched The Green Room, hence all the green. So just before we get into this, I want to let you know this is the all spoilers video. I'm going to talk spoilers left and right. I'm going to spoil this entire movie. So if you don't want spoilers, you need to get out. There's a link to my non-spoiler review below, or something's popping up right about now. You can check that out, and then you can come back when you're ready for some spoilers. But this is your warning. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. Okay? We good? Okay, everybody's out. Man, this movie is fucked up. It's so good fucked up. Mary could not take this. I totally understand. The gore is gruesome and realistic. You know, the headshots with guns, all that stuff. So many shocking out of the blue deaths and everything too, so that's really cool. But listen, again, I kind of grew up in the punk rock culture. I even grew up around some sharps, which were skinheads against racial prejudice. So, you know, they kind of had the stylistic attributes of, like, you know, the shaved heads, and like the chicks would like buzz their hair and have like the kind of what are these sideburny kind of things hanging down, you know, and all like the studs and the leather and all that kind of stuff. And they were good people, man. They really were. They just liked that look. But these are not those kind of people. These are legitimate racist skinheads and then Patrick Stewart, man, running a fucking heroin ring under this club in the middle of nowhere that this band ends up going to. And again, I have some experience with that, so I kind of really like this first 30 minutes that it's just the band on the road and how they're dealing with getting gas and all that stuff, which, you know, it's not likable, but it's realistic and everything. And again, I mentioned it in the no spoilers, but Anton Yelchin is so good in this, and it just really reminds me how much I hate that we've lost the guy. And like, go see Odd Thomas too, because that's another fantastic movie that he's in. And but yeah, he's so good. And man, when he gives up the gun in the beginning and like he pulls his arm back and they've been hacking at it in his hand, that was so terrifying. Because the gore, his performance, all that stuff. But as a musician, watching a musician who's never going to make music again, no matter how well they heal that, I mean, that broke my heart even more than all the, you know, with it, on top of everything else. And yeah, God. So, and then like the whole like story that it's just that this girl was gonna leave this testosterone bonehead of a fucking racist white, you know, skinhead hardcore band singer, and I guess he just fucking stabbed her. And like when he tells Anton, like as they're leaving, like, what was the name of that song? You guys did a killer set. Oh, that song? That's a song I did her to. You know, I'm like, fuck, man. And he was intimidating. The bouncer that was kind of keeping him in the room initially, you know, like he was likable. Like you didn't want bad shit to happen to him, but it had to happen to him. And oh man, when the girl, the surviving girl, slices up his belly, oh God. At the same time, I'm like, do it, you need to do it. But Jesus, man. And I mentioned it in the non-spoilers, I want to mention it here. There are legitimately times I was on the edge of my seat. Like I would get further and further up the edge of my seat, and I'm all like, oh. So I mean, it was an experience, and it was a fantastic experience. I mentioned that they didn't actually have that much punk rock music in there, but I do love that as a kind of a dare or a to fuck with the audience, because they didn't know they were going to like a racist skinhead bar. They actually played Nazi Punk's Fuck Off, which is like a classic Dead Kennedy song that, you know, that I love. So I really appreciated that, and that was kind of fun. All the rest of the supporting cast was great. I like that it's a siege movie and kind of a hostage movie, and it's actually not torture porn, you know? There's really they don't really linger on the violence. It's all fairly quick and everything, except for a moment or two where it makes sense to be lingered on. So their plan to escape and everybody splitting up, though, I'm like, that's not a good plan. That just makes you so much easier targets. But I could see them doing that, because really it was like the lead guy who was like basically saying, I'm going, you guys can go or not. Like he had made up his mind. He's like, fuck everybody else, and well, he got fucked for it. But I like that Patrick Stewart is just trying to keep, you know, he's just trying to keep his business under wraps and all that stuff, and that, you know, he was just gonna cover it up, man. But nope, fuck that. He did get his just desserts, and I love that. And God, and I just love, you know, I did not know who was gonna survive. You know, so I was really just entangled in this movie and enthralled with every single second of it. From the design, the cinematography, the storytelling, the tone, everything about it was really good. The stuff with the dogs is great. Because then, like, I kind of got mad, like, when the girl blew her one shotgun shot at the and missed the charging dog. But I'm like, but that's so real, you know? It's not like she's ever really worked with shotguns before, you know? But but then I like the take no shit attitude of the couple of survivors there at the end. I didn't really catch character names, so that is where I miss Mary. She would know those things better than I do. But Jesus, man, the whole club design, that was pretty fucking cool. I like the whole feedback thing with the dogs. I thought that was a really neat little twist, or not twist, but a play on how things. Oh man! And then when the Dave guy, the bouncer guy that was gonna run away with the girl that gets killed in the beginning and sparks everything, like he's leading him out. And he's like, "There's a shotgun up, bam!" It's like, what the fuck? But it was so satisfying to see that dude like get the machete in the neck and all that stuff. So that was awesome. I love how they duped the two guys that were sent in at the end to kill the two leftover people, with the girl hiding in the couch cushions with the box cutter and gets the first guy, and then she's like dropping legs of dead bodies down the hole trying to get the other guy to shoot at it, thinking it's her so he'll waste his bullets. I mean, that was just fucking brilliant, man. And I love this whole idea too, that this whole story and speech about the paintball, and like the one guy who survived against the military players didn't survive by not giving a fuck, and that's just not what they were expecting. So, which is also a very punk rock attitude and really weaved into the story very, very, very well. Also, I do love at the very end too, that last line when he's like, "I finally figured out my desert island band." She's like, "Tell someone gives a fuck." And then the credits roll. I'm like, damn it, no, I give a fuck. Because I thought that whole running thread was really cool. I like the early stuff about getting, interviewed for a zine and all that. So that was pretty neat. And that he's, the mohawk and all that. And that they show him vacuuming for the people that'll never show up. I'm like, damn, dude, how long you got to vacuum? But, yeah, so just really, really good movie. I just really thoroughly enjoyed this. Highly recommended if you have a strong stomach for violence and everything, and just not action, but just really gritty, dark storytelling of a survival tale. How you're going to survive, who you're going to survive. It's definitely one of those kind of movies where, you kind of put yourself in the shoes and be like, well, what would I do? Would I have done that? Would I have done this differently? What would my plan have been if I was in this situation? Hope to God or the universe or whatever that I'm never in a situation like that, but there is something kind of cathartic about that kind of viewing experience. So I definitely had that, and I haven't had that in a while. So it was really, really nice. And also great to see Patrick Stewart taking such a dark turn, man, because I don't know that I've ever seen him do anything that villainous, and even nicely villainous, but it worked. Like, he had his tone and everything. And the discussion through the door early about giving up the gun. Although I gotta say, as the punk rock band, once they're in there and they kind of know, and he's trying to get them to give up the gun, and he won't give them a phone or any of that stuff, or even a registered gun, and he's like, what are they gonna say when the cops show up and there's this band holding hostages? I'd say, fine, do that, bring the cops. They can arrest us. I don't give a shit. I know I'm not getting out any other way. Because, the cops would have eventually sorted it out, or even if they didn't, at least you'd probably be alive. Maybe, I don't know, it just seems like that would have been more logical, but then you wouldn't have had a movie, and I'm not knocking it because it's totally believable, because, it's under time, it's under pressure, that wouldn't have happened. So that was very, very cool. Oh god, snap into the bouncer's arm, all that stuff too, Jesus. Whew, and the dogs chewing up throats, yeah. Whew. Although I don't think anybody really fought the dogs that well, except the one girl with the microphone stand. But then again, I've never been attacked by a dog, so I don't know what kind of mental pressure you would be under in that situation, or how easy or difficult it would be. And again, hopefully I never have that experience. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, usually when I have a partner, we can go a little bit longer on these things because we can bounce back and forth and take time to think about what we want to say, but I don't have that luxury tonight, and don't when I do horror movies generally. But anyway, so that's what I thought about The Green Room. I really loved it. I don't know that I could really pick anything apart about it, and I don't really want to because I really loved it. I will be watching that again and again in the future. And again, A24 just killing it with all these great freaking movies, so love them. But yeah, let me hear it, guys. This is the spoiler video, so spoil away. You can talk spoilers all you want down in the comments, so comment all you want and tell me what was your favorite part, how much you liked, did not like this movie. Anything else kind of similar to this I should see, I'd love to hear it. Just let me know. And you can also click that thumbs up button, give me the thumbs up of encouragement. It's always nice to be encouraged. Hit subscribe if you're new here. We do all kinds of fun, nerdy, geeky things every single day on the Eric Butts channel. And of course, share with your friends, because I'm sure they're cool. If you're cool, if you're watching this, you're cool, and let's all be cool together, right? You can also check out the link to Patreon down below, help the channel, support it, help it grow, and you get a lot more content and a lot more about my personal life and stuff like that every single day. It's just letting you know it's out there. Another little option you can do if you want to. Alright, well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go put these things together for you guys and do a whole bunch more tonight, even though it's already 1:30 in the morning, but that's how I roll. And I'll see you guys later.